Hello, high school football fans. This is Coach T, Rick Tomberlin, head football coach and the athletic director of the Appling County Fighting Pirates. It's good to see you again. And hey, we're going to play football. We're looking forward to football season in Baxley and Appling County. It's my pleasure to be here with you today. And I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but I think I've got a good reason. Today is my 39th wedding anniversary. And that's a small miracle. My wife hadn't kicked me out of the house yet. So I think you guys will forgive me for not being there in person. I'm excited to talk about the Appling County Pirates today. It's been a long time coming. We've waited and hoped in earnest that we would have a football season. And it looks like we're going to be able to do that. And we're excited for a lot of reasons. Number one, we think we've got a good group returning, a very good group of players. I've been at Appling County for 2 years now, 2 seasons. I've got an outstanding coaching staff. I've got a great administration. My principal, Dr. Gene Starr, my superintendent, Dr. Scarlett Copeland, our board, our touchdown club, our teachers have been wonderful. I've said this is the best job I've ever had. Maybe not necessarily the best paying job, but it's the best football job I've ever had. And it's my honor to be at Appling County. I'm a Baxley boy, Appling County boy. This is where I played and graduated. So it's good to come back home and hopefully we can build a quality program there that everyone in Baxley and Appling County can be proud of. First of all, we're excited about our schedule. We're working on our preseason games right now. We think we've got at least one great team lined up for preseason, possibly 2, depending on what the Georgia High School Association allows us to do in terms of preseason. But nonetheless, we've got a great regular season. After bumping the season back 2 weeks, we'll open up on September 11th against the Vidalia Indians. They'll be very tough. Got a new coach, Jason Cameron from Jenkins. He did a great job at Jenkins. They had a great team, and it'll be a big, big challenge for us to be ready to play them. They're in Baxley. We think it'll be a great environment, and it'll be a special game. Then we travel up to Guyton, play South Effingham. They've got a heck of a program going there, and their coaching staff has done a really good job. And coincidentally, I live in Effingham County and commute into Baxley and Appling County every day. So it'll be interesting to play here in my own backyard. But I mentioned my coaches earlier. I've got a really, really good coaching staff. I'll start with my defensive staff. My defensive coordinator is an outstanding young man that I think has got a great future in coaching, Coach Jordan Mullis. He'll be our coordinator. And, of course, I've got a veteran defensive line coach, a salty coach. The kids love him, Coach John Kreger. Our linebacker coach is a Baxley product, an Appling County product, Coach Zach Griffith. In the secondary, we've got Coach Thad Williams that is actually from Cook County that has got a lot of playing experience on the collegiate level. On the offensive staff, my offensive coordinator is Coach David Poinsett. He comes to us from Wayne County High. And, of course, we're going to run the offense and the philosophy that I know from the past. But Coach Poinsett is an outstanding offensive line coach. He's played on the professional level and played on the collegiate level, and he'll really help us up front with our offensive line. Our running back coach is Coach Leslie Griffiths. Our tight ends tackles coach is Coach Judd Griffiths. Another gentleman we've got working with the offensive line is Coach Aaron Kicklighter. He's a Baxley product, does a great job. And then rounding out our offensive staff is our receivers coach, Coach Daniel Mock. Great coaching staff. I think this is one of the better groups of men that I've been able to assemble, and they don't get the credit they deserve. Trust me, they work very, very hard. They do a great job, and I appreciate their efforts. Our middle school staff, led by Coach Jeremy Smith, Coach Mark Schumann, Coach Harry Skipper, have all done a great job, working with us and providing us with good players and giving them discipline and teaching them the Appling County Pirate way. I mentioned our schedule, great schedule, tough region. I think going in and looking at things, Obviously, the team to beat is Pierce County. They've proven themselves certainly the last several years, and we've lost two really close games to them, and it's been great games, highly competitive games. And we look to have another great game with them this year. We host them in Baxley, week 10. So that'll be a special deal. We lost a good team, lost Liberty. They moved out of our region. But we think with the other teams in the region, obviously Pierce County, Tattnall County, Long County, I'll leave out somebody, sure as the world. Trying to think of the other teams there. We got Wayne County on our schedule. They're a 5A team. They'll be a big challenge, very difficult team. Coach Cribb's done a great job there. But we look forward to the season. Like I said earlier, we feel like for sure Jeff Davis County has a preseason game on August 28th, and then open the season with Vidalia on September 11th. So we're anticipating the season, anticipating having a good year. We've got several veteran players. I'll start on the offensive side of the ball. We got 4 quarterbacks back. Our senior quarterback that's returning, Jeremiah Holmes, has done a great job. Number 4, we think he's a college prospect and a very versatile athlete. You got a young man named Keyshawn Walker that's seen quite a bit of time at quarterback that can play. We've got some other youngsters, Patrick Crosby, that's a sophomore we think will be really good, and Dawson Griffiths that's a sophomore that we think can be very good. Our offensive line is led by our center, 53, Trace Humans. Trace is 6'3", 281, very smart, very tough, very rugged young man. We certainly think he's got a lot of football left that can play on the next level. And then one of our guards is an outstanding player, Toby Taylor. Is a big, fast, tough, hard-nosed guy, my kind of lineman. We really like to run behind Toby. We've got a couple of big tight ends, number 84, Darius Smith, number 10, Dawson Griffiths. And then we've got some veteran receivers back. Not that we throw it a lot. We do throw. We can throw it. And we've got, we're still based out of the I formation. We like to think we're multiple. We're a pro type team. But we like those big, strong fullbacks. I got a big fullback, Justice Huntley, goes about 235. It's an outstanding player. And I mentioned our I-back, Sherrod Roberts. Sherrod Roberts does a great job, and one of our team leaders starts for us at linebacker. We've got others. Another I-back, Tyrell Gibson, that we feel good about, and a young guy, a sophomore, Jalen Williams, that we think can be a really, really good player. So we feel really good about our team. Our wing back, Taylon Crosby. We have other young man there, Kobe Wright, that we think is going to be really good. So we've got, I think, 9 starters back on offense, and we think we've got, depending on what lineup was in there at the time, 7 or 8 starters back on defense. And our defense has several young men that we think are standouts. An inside linebacker, number 8, Tyrell Gibson, we think is going to be real good. Another inside linebacker I mentioned earlier, running back, number 2, Sherrod Roberts, a down lineman that we think is going to be really good, Justice Huntley. I'm real pleased with our nose guard, Lane Hutchison, that has looked really good in practice. A defensive end looks real good, Darius Smith, number 84. Darius is going to be a great college prospect. He's 6'6", probably 228, 229, and just going to be a junior. We think he's got a chance to be really good. The defensive line is rounded out by a newcomer, a new starter, a young man named Tyrone Williams will start at defensive end. And then, we've got Keyshawn Walker in secondary, Taylon Crosby in the secondary, Jamari Wright, a sophomore, actually now a junior corner. And so we feel like we've got some depth and experience there. One negative is we are working with those young men on both sides of the ball. We feel like that, we're going to need to stay healthy and hopefully, be able to develop some depth. I mentioned one young man earlier that I'm excited about. His name is Jalen Johnson. He's a tailback, and he's just going to be a sophomore. We think he's really going to be a good player. Um, we have a kicker that we feel good about, Alex Arguello, that kicked for us last year, that's returning and got some experience. So we feel like, we've got some experience offensively, defensively, special teams. I really feel good about our coaching staff. We've had a very good off season. Our summer program's been outstanding. Couldn't have asked for more from our players in terms of attendance and dedication and work ethic. So we're excited. We're excited to compete. Tough schedule, like I mentioned earlier, very, very tough schedule. And it'll be a big challenge for us, when we line up and play teams on our schedule. I want to thank the Coastal Pines for hosting us. We really appreciate what you do. 912 Sports, wonderful. We appreciate Sean and Rob for all they do for high school football and for high school sports. And like I said, we're excited about competing, excited about kicking the season off. Again, can't thank Coastal Pines Technical College enough. And y'all come see us. Power up, Pirates.